I'm noticing this, making this video, that I'm a defender of knits, but so be it, because I like to keep warm. So I want to talk about festive season, outfits, style, and what fashion might be like in the upcoming winter. To be fair, to me, it's winter now. It's past the halfway point of November. We have snow on the ground, and I already feel festive, hence this video. Okay, let's do a little introduction. Hi guys, I go by Bunny, which is a childhood nickname given by my sister, and like style and like Pokemon. This video isn't gonna be about Pokemon though, although you can see a little Pokemon setup here, but this is strictly gonna be a yap session about style. So let's get into it. I need to start by saying that I am a festive season lover. I'm a summer person, but December is my birthday month. I love Christmas and snow, and I need to love those things to make it through the polar night. It's so dark already. Our days are less than 8 hours right now. So basically, the sun sets around 4 p.m. and days are still getting even shorter. So I do need to love festive season to make it through and enjoy the dark times in winter. Mummy mug today is Little Moo, just a basic little movie mug. And I have here black coffee as always. This is filtered one, not the Nespresso one, but you know, we do use nice filtered coffee. Festive style is usually lumped together with deep color palettes and rich materials like velvet, but also glitzy glam and sequin fabrics. Yeah, those are very much part of a festive season uniform, especially in Christmas party settings. And in my culture, we have a lot of those. And Christmas parties can also get a bit boozy, even within work settings. We typically have like little Christmases, we call them little Christmases, and one tend to have those with friend groups, with co-workers, and with people from their hobby, for example. And all that leads to our main celebration, which is the Christmas Eve on 24th. Now, in regards to what's in during this 2025 festive season, the things that I just mentioned, the deep color palettes and certain materials are, well, they are always in every festive season. But I have also noticed a tiny shift maybe to more boho vibes. And I first began to notice this with jewelry and accessories, to be specific. At least I associate festivities with sparkling jewelry pieces. Well, to me, I actually like to use more like natural jewelry, but I'm gonna segue to that in a little while. But you know, if you just think about holiday season, usually like sparkly jewelry comes to mind, at least to me. But I've been noticing a lot more like longer pendants and natural materials and less glitz and glam, and also belts that are lower on the waist, you know, around the hips. This trend prediction, if you want to call it that, it's not really, I'm not trying to predict anything, but this is just what has been out there. It kind of worries me because I tend to use boho-esque style. Obviously, I'm not very boho, like if you just think of like, I don't know, 70s boho, that's not really me, but I tend to use that sort of style meshed with other things that I love in my outfits. And if we're gonna be thrown back to the 2010s, and I say 2010s because that was the era where boho got its revival. And if we're gonna like go back to that, I would rather not be looking super micro trendy, you know, but obviously I'm just gonna keep wearing what I like regardless. By the way, let's do a little OOTD as always. My outfit is very, very simple. I'm, you know, obviously sat here on my computer, but we have a little vintage anime moments going on here with Akatsuki shirt. Can you see? It's very pretty. It's very pretty. I need to show it. You know, we have all the best ones. Deidara, Sasori, Tachi, and my favorite Kisame, and Pain and Conan are on the background as well. Let's move this. Ta-da! So this is a vintage Champion t-shirt, and I have just paired it with also vintage jeans from the brand Silver, which these are my first ever silver jeans, but I actually am very much into them. I tend to like a more wide leg on my jeans, and these are perfect. These aren't too wide, but they are also like not straight. They're a little bit wider than a straight leg, and the wash is kind of light. Can you see? They're like lighter wash, very comfortable. I actually, tiny segue, I've noticed that when it comes to vintage trousers that are actually like old pairs of materials, like jean material, I do have to size up usually. These are like waist 28, and they drop on me just a tad, but that's fine because I don't have to wear these high-waisted. I actually prefer waists to hit me like below my belly button, but not too low. And these do hit in the perfect part, but I do have to use a size 28 because otherwise my hips don't really fit in. But I don't mind that these are a bit looser on the waist because it's more comfortable, and I can wear tights underneath for winter weather. So perfect. Though these are kind of my favorite jeans at the moment, and I'm so happy that I found these. Okay, let's continue. Now, about my other segue, about what I was gonna say about jewelry, that I feel like glitz and glam is very Christmassy or like festive season-y. I do love natural materials in jewelry. Is natural material a correct term to use? Because obviously like metal is also natural, and I'm wearing metal jewelry right now, except for this little like pendant. Obviously this is plastic, but this is bronze, this is silver, and the earrings are silver and rose gold, silver, and silver. By the way, another well, this is not a segue, but I have to say these ones, the first hoops that I have here, I'm gonna put a picture on the screen. These are from a YouTuber's small brand, and I love this so much. This is by Rebirth Jewelry, which is Angelica Violet's or Angelica Unfiltered's channel, if you know her. These are hers, and I do really enjoy these. They are borderline my favorite earrings, and they have little stone gem in them. But what I mean by natural materials is maybe pieces that give off more a naturey vibe, like wooden materials. For example, I have this watch that is made from wood. It's very cool. I mean jewelry that is not incorporating like super shiny stones, diamonds or fake diamonds, but maybe crystals like rose quartz, amethyst, etc. I recently actually thrifted a vintage seashell ring, and that is so cool. It's basically like a cocktail ring. It's so huge, like it's like a showstopper. It's big and bulky, and I do love it so much. And that is definitely something that I will be incorporating like in every fancier outfits. Not that I'm super fancy with my wardrobe, even in like festive settings, but I like to dress according to occasion, but that doesn't mean that like I'm never underdressed. But you can uplift like more basic garments as well. But in regards to more rustic materials, I think those can be very festive as well. And maybe I hold that opinion because at least in Nordic countries, Christmas decor often incorporates natural things like pine cones, felt, and straw. It's not uncommon to have decorations from these materials. So maybe that affects how I associate natural / rustic with Christmas or festive season in general. Now, this doesn't really have anything to do with festivities, but it's more about practicality. During winter season, which is festive season, those are kind of the same thing, unless we are in February or something. But now that we are at the end of the year, winter season is festive season to me. Yeah, I tend to wear crossbody bags because with a bulky winter coat, it's just much more practical than to like try to get on a shoulder bag. I try not to play favorites with my bags, but I do love my thrifted blue Giannini bag. That is my, well, I was gonna say absolute favorite, and I just said that I try to not play favorites, but that's probably my most used bags. It's like a shoulder bag, a little bit bigger than what a baguette would be. Kind of in the same category. It's very slouchy, it's blue, it's very beautiful, a leather bag, and I just love it. But I think during this winter season, I'm gonna wear something crossbody. I have a Radley bag that is many years old that I like a lot. I got that from sale once upon a time, but I can't really remember it. Like it's years and years old, still in perfect condition though. Obviously you can see like how leather wears, but that is a look that we like here. But I also have a thrifted Kipling crossbody bag, and I think that is perfect if you need to carry a lot of things and you have a like huge winter coat on, which I'm already wearing my winter coat because it's cold. Like today we had -8 degrees Celsius, so you know it's time for those puffy coats. But with that, let's move to actual clothing pieces that I'm gonna wear. And this probably doesn't surprise anyone, or it might. I just mentioned that I like to dress according to occasion, but I tend to wear a lot of knits. I like knits, and it's an obvious statement from someone who lives in a colder or cooler climate. But I just love them, and I style my knits with a way that makes the outfit a bit more elevated, like with collared shirts underneath, and then you can just take the knit off if you get hot or something. But yeah, I do like to incorporate knits or vest tops to keep your main body warm. Obviously I'd like to keep my arms warm as well, but you know, vest tops with collared shirts or long sleeves are also nice. And this isn't anything groundbreaking, and I'm not trying to be groundbreaking saying these things, but I'm at the point in my life where I'm not really someone who likes to dress up in like little black dresses or anything that sort of clothing pieces. And I'm not saying there is anything wrong with those, but I just like comfortability in my outfits, and I like a more relaxed look. And the main thing with me is that I want to be comfortable, and also I want to look good. And by looking good, I mean that I want to be satisfied with my outfit and my styling. And knits, they just really do play a key part in my winter festivity wardrobe. I'm actually not even against ugly Christmas sweaters when done well. Key part, when done well. But I feel like those are kind of tough ones to pull off. I don't own any, and I'm not looking to own any, but I don't know, that just goes to show that I think knits or sweaters, well, maybe more knits, they can be a staple, and also you can dress them up. The world is plentiful with beautiful knit dresses, for example. So, you know, knit that is not a dress, that is a shirt combined with another shirt underneath, and with a skirt, for example, that can be just as nice and stylish as a knit dress, and just as elevated. I don't believe that you have to wear a cocktail dress to be stylish and to look good. And also, I do not think that wearing knit materials makes you someone who is underdressed for occasion. Obviously, it depends on an occasion. Like if you are going to a cocktail event, maybe that's a bit different story. But I'm talking about festive gatherings with friends or co-workers, or even their main Christmas celebrations, or concerts that you would go during this time of year, which I have to book. Those are just Christmas concerts, so nothing too special. Although I'm very excited about next summer, because I'm going to Stockholm to see Mr. Worldwide. What? Who is she going to Stockholm with her friend watching Pitbull? Like, I am so here for that. Maybe I do hold a nostalgia. feels odd to say things like nostalgia when referring to 2010s because it's not super long ago. But I'm now 32, my birthday is in December, so I'm gonna be 33 years old very soon. So at that point in my life, I did party more, and to me Pitbull is just it's party music, and I feel quite nostalgic about it. So I'm excited. Next summer is gonna be bomb. I'm gonna plan a lot of nice things, and yeah, I'm excited about that. But Christmas concerts, etc., etc., usually you don't have to wear like a gown or evening gown or anything like that to a concert, at least here. Like, we are very chill people here, so like a nice outfit is all you need, and I think knits can be part of nice outfits. And regarding warmth, also higher colors seem to be on demand right now. Funnel necks have been in style for this autumn, and I've seen a lot of people incorporating that look with mock or turtleneck, which is that is wise thing to do, because that's a way to participate to a trend. Because I don't see funnel necks to be a trend piece. Like, those can be very timeless, but they are on trend right now. They actually, at least they have been this past autumn season. But incorporating colors that are higher is a way to participate in that trend without buying anything new, and that is what I'm here for. Like, my favorite trend of all time is to use what you already have and make it work. Girlies who do that. And turtlenecks obviously help keep you warm, and I'm all about that. I have quite wide frame, or like I have width here in my shoulders, so I don't like to use too like small necklines. Like with this shirt, I feel like it's fine because this is a very loose and oversized t-shirt. But if a shirt is more fitted, I feel like closed up necklines very much like make me, first of all, feel and also look like I'm suffocating a bit. But for some reason, turtlenecks maybe don't give off that same vibe. Or maybe they do, but I just love to wear a turtleneck because I like to keep warm. Like, I really, during colder months, I need to keep my like sternum covered. I for some reason get cold right here, so I want to keep my neck and my sternum covered up a bit. But you can do that with a scarf as well. But yeah, turtleneck is easy, and it's very easy to layer higher neck shirt with something like a blazer. For winter season, I do like more fitted blazers. And by the way, I've also been noticing blazers are obviously, again, always in style because they are a timeless piece, but like the fit of the blazer can change a bit. Personally, I prefer tighter fits during the winter season because those are easier to layer with coats. Now, I do like my winter coats to be like big in size because I do want to fit things underneath them, but blazer needs to fit underneath the coat, so fitted blazer it is. During summertime, I usually wear blazers like as a jacket almost, because I don't have to put anything on top. Like, if I want to wear something oversized, blazer is a good option. But during winter time, putting on a oversized blazer, although I love that look, but then like putting on a winter coat on top of that, it feels a little bit too like you are stuffing yourself in clothing. So I like the blazers to be a bit more tight so that it's easier to put a coat on top. I have one tighter blazer that is actually wool, so it's very warm. I can get away with wearing just a top or a t-shirt and that blazer and a coat, and it does keep me very warm. Now, regarding materials, I already talked about knits in length, I think, but I do have to say that I love interesting details. Like I mentioned before, I like to layer knits to make them a little bit more special. I recently thrifted or purchased a vintage knit that has the most amazing fur detailing, and it's warm and it's perfect for this season. And this is what I mean, not wanting to wear like maybe party outfits, but for festive gatherings, wearing something that makes you feel comfortable, or in this case, obviously makes me feel comfortable, but it's also something that has such an interesting detailing that it kind of elevates the outfit or the clothing piece itself. I feel like wearing this knit with just, well, maybe with these jeans and some boots or whatever shoes, that's already a nice outfit, and you can elevate it even more with maybe changing the jeans to a different pair of trousers or a dress. But yeah, you would have seen that knit if you follow me on Instagram. Plug. It's at puni014_, so same as my YouTube name, but with an underscore in the end. I post my outfits there, and some reels about my days sometimes, and also my Japanese learning progress. My mind just drifted somewhere, and I'm trying to gather my thoughts again. I want to say, if I were to go with the dress now, I would personally choose a looser fit, because you can alter that with a belt. Yeah, like you can wear it looser, or you can, tie the waist with a belt, for example, or keep the belt like around the hips. I thrifted this a bit glittery dress last year, but it's not like in your face glittery. It's just enough, in my opinion, to be quite festive, but it's still like grounded enough, if you know what I mean. I like pieces that are a bit out there, and I like those glitzy and glam pieces, but I never want to go full like 100% in that direction, because as I mentioned, I also like natural jewelry materials, etc., and I like to combine those two. So there is the glitter dress combined with something that grounds it a bit. So I don't know, I like to mix kind of those things, and I also mentioned that I incorporate like boho style in my fits. Usually it's like a mishmash of different styles, and this, by the way, reminded me that I should probably do the Ellie Jean Roden's style roots quiz. I would be interested to know what style roots I have. If you know about her, please let me know what style roots you have. I'm pretty sure, because I'm not like a boho girl, but I know of her style roots, and I think that earth might be something that I have in mind, but also it must have something that kind of balances the earth style route out, because I definitely am not very boho if you just look at my outfits, but if you make notice of the details, those might be boho-esque. I would be interested to know what style routes I am. Maybe I do it for YouTube video. That would be nice. That would be interesting, maybe. A new video idea. Regarding to my dress that I was talking about, the little glitter dress that I have, I wore it to death last year. I wore it to office settings. I wore it to date nights. Did I wear it on Christmas Eve? I don't recall. No, I guess I didn't, because I do have pictures from Christmas Eve, and I guess I didn't wear that. I have to look it up. I'm not really sure. But I combine it with a lot of like different knits on top. And here we get to the knits again. I put on a belt, and then I tucked the knits like under the belt, and it was like I had a top and I had a skirt. I think it was very versatile, because it was like a t-shirt dress. So I could make a lot of different outfits from that dress alone. Also, again, I mentioned it's thrifted. Does anyone mind that I say that like everything I get is thrifted or vintage? Do you want to know the labels? Because on some pieces I know them, like for example these jeans that I say that I are silver jeans, but on the top of my head I can't remember the dress label, for example, but I put it on screen. Maybe I put all the labels on screen, so if you are interested, but again, they are thrifted, so they are older pieces. So because I'm talking about what I'm gonna wear, so if it's inspiring to anyone, that's great, but let's just put it out there. My intention is not to advertise for you to buy anything. Take inspiration if you want. Okay. I also think that longer skirts, like maxi skirts, are amazing festive season pieces. I was gonna say outfits, but I mean clothing pieces, because you can layer wool tights underneath and you can keep very, very warm. And again, combine whatever kind of top you want. It can be like, and also like a blazer, a knit, a top, whatever. So I think like bottoms and tops, like combining, you can get so many different combinations. So I kind of prefer doing that instead of using a like full-on dress. But like I said, my little glitter dress, I do like that because you can put anything on top and it's like more relaxed fit. So you can get different silhouettes with belts if you want. You could even put belt like not symmetrically around your waist and hips. Like I kind of like the look of that actually, and it works with any kind of skirt or dress. So I guess my takeaway is that for the festive season, I'm gonna wear jumpers. But no, I really like to yap about clothing. And what I've seen, maybe my main takeaway here is that I've seen a lot of something that nods to more boho-y style. So we are gonna see like, I don't think it's full blown trend just yet, but maybe we'll see something like that in the spring or even during the winter. I don't know. My mind is already wandering so much, so I think I'm gonna end the video here, and I hope the editing me is not gonna be super annoying, seeing how all over the place this video is and how hard it probably is to edit. If you made it this far, thank you, and please let me know what sort of outfits you like to wear during the festive season, or do you even feel festive just yet? Do you live in some place that doesn't have a proper winter? Like, do you have 4 seasons? We have snow already, so you know it's easy to feel festive, and I love it because it like reflects light, so it doesn't seem so dark. Like, do you guys live where? Europe, in America? Where do you are at the moment, and what do you wear on Christmas parties or festive season in general? Like, do you even celebrate Christmas? I'm sorry I talk about Christmas that much. It's the main celebration of the year for me personally, so that's why. But you know, I think festive season applies to a lot of people, even if you don't celebrate Christmas. And also, if you have made the Ellie Jean Royden style route quiz, let me know what results did you get, and do you see that in yourself? I'm very interested to know that, and I have to do a video about that. Okay, I still find it quite hard to talk to a camera by myself, but I have learned to like these yap sessions. Obviously I wouldn't even do this if I didn't like it, because no one is obviously forcing me and I'm using my free time to do it. I just like to talk about these things that interest me, so let me know what you think, and let me know about your style, and let me know about your style roots if you know what those are. Last sip of coffee, oh, it's almost gone. Thank you for watching if you did, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.